What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about triggers. About you getting triggered by certain things or being attracted towards certain things. Let's go! Welcome back to the video guys. My name is Kshitij if you don't know who I am. What I do is I help high performers build high self-worth by helping them eliminate the subconscious anchors that are creating voids in them, that are making them feel like their self-worth, and if they're good enough, is tied to the amount of money that they bring to the table, the amount of production that they do, or the amount of output that they bring to the table, to their company or to the entrepreneurial ventures. Or it could even mean the amount of success that they have, the amount of fame, the amount of sex that they're having. You get the idea? So in today's video, we're going to talk about triggers and what getting triggered really means for you. Let's break down what triggered really means. So firstly, triggered basically means that there's a normal stimulus, there's a normal thing which is happening outside, a normal action that has happened outside, a normal event that has happened, or an occurrence has taken place. But your response to that event or that occurrence is just crazy, wildly not even proportional to it. You just go way beyond anything and you go way crazy. That means you're being triggered. On the flip side, there's another thing as well. There might not have something be happened, or maybe you just see something and you get immensely attracted towards that. You immensely want it. That's the part of the same deal. So what's happening here is really that anytime we have anything unresolved inside us, anything we haven't integrated inside us, we haven't processed. All right, I think this is a very heavy word, so let's break it down for you. So I'll give you an example. Let's say this girl cheated on me, and then after some time I find that my friend is cheating on another girl. It's pretty bad in and of itself. Nobody should be cheating. But now my response to my friend, or just like normally talking to him, is not that. It's combined with the emotional turmoil of the past, which I haven't processed even now, and I'm gonna be like, dude, you're a fucking piece of asshole. You're a piece of shit. How can you cheat someone? You're not supposed to do that. And my friend is like, bro, calm down. I mean, you're my friend. Like, firstly, you have no say out here, and secondly, you're my friend. Like, bro, I don't want to be your friend. People like you, I don't want to be friends with those kind of people. And I mean, you could be right. But then that emotional energy which is coming out, that's not even you. That's some past stuff which you're carrying with you, which you haven't resolved. A more deeper thing could be sexual abuse. So let's say you've been sexually abused or molested while growing up. You could be a woman, you could be a guy. Now, you might find yourself either having a lot of problem being intimate with someone because it triggers you back into that memory of you being sexually abused. Or secondly, you might be trying to get your self-worth and using sex as a way to feel good enough, because that's the only known thing for you. Anytime that is happening, the response that you're having to a situation or the way you're functioning is not the way you want to function or you have choice. It's basically a past experience is still holding on to you. A past experience is still running your life. So you do not have the freedom to do what you really want to do. And till the time we do not address this fact, we'll never be able to have amazing relationships, because we'll never allow ourselves to be vulnerable or open or sexually intimate with a partner. On the flip side, every relationship that we have is going to be just sexual, and sex is the only thing that we would want to do. So if you find yourself in any of these situations and you find yourself getting triggered, that's a clear indicator of something inside you which you haven't addressed, which you haven't let go. It's still holding you. So you've got to let go of that subconscious anchor which is making you feel like that. Okay, another example I would give is, there's a coronavirus lockdown going on, so a lot of us might be staying with the families. So in the morning we need to see our family's faces all the time, but we're holding the past anger towards our parents from childhood or certain incidents that happened before. I found myself doing this a couple of years back. I'd wake up, I go downstairs, my dad sees me, and he might say something like, oh, you've woken up. Or he might be like, you didn't have your food last night. Now, those are seemingly harmless things. In the first one, it's a little bit condescending, but I could be like, yeah, I finally woken up. Or my second response to the second question that you didn't eat last night could be like, I sort of like slept. Those would have been normal responses. But because of the past anger and because of I haven't forgiven maybe my dad for certain things, or I'm holding the resentment inside me which has led me to be arrogant towards my dad, I'm like, what's your problem? I'm going to wake up whenever the fuck I want to wake up. Or be like, I wasn't hungry last night, I slept. What the fuck? Like, why? Why do you have to like talk to me like that all the time? And honestly, he wasn't really talking to me like that, but because the past experience he said those kind of things, it always comes back and it triggers me. So if you find yourself into these kind of situations, you really need to do inner work. You need to work on those things, on those subconscious anchors, and work on releasing those. Then afterwards, once I release all these anchors and I worked on this stuff for myself, so now what happens is when I go up to my dad's like, oh, you woken up finally? I'm like, yeah, I slept late last night. And he's like, you didn't have your food last night? I'm like, yeah, I slept late, I was just so lazy and stuff, so I just slept. And that's the conversation that's done. No trigger, no nothing, no fighting, nothing happening. So in a way, whenever you're getting triggered by someone, that basically means that you have some past stuff that you haven't resolved. Or when you're getting triggered by someone, you see a person and you absolutely hate that person. That's because the part inside him which is there, you don't approve of that inside you as well. This is the shadow work which I spoke about in one of the videos previously as well. That because there's something inside that person that you hate inside you, which is where you're getting triggered. Or it could be when you're really attracted to someone and you really approve of someone or admire someone. It's like there's one part that that person has or that you want, but you don't have it inside you yet. Or you admire it in that person because you don't have it. So anything that you see in the outside world, anything that triggers you, anything you get drawn to, is basically a reflection of who you are. And that tells a lot about the person. So if you want to change stuff about yourself, you want to work on those anchors and stuff, it's high time you do that. Alright, drop me a message if you want to get that done. We're gonna do that. That's gonna be all from my side, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, you spank it, smash it, demolish it. Or you share it with some of your friends. Leave a comment down below that what are your triggers? What are the things that you get triggered about? Or if you have any questions, let's take it up. Peace, guys.